welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. Starting on the mound in this one, Garrett Crochet.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Now, Jarren Duran. And the pitch. And that one fouled off. And that's downstairs and outside. 21. Bounced out to short. Lopez. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's down. One hops off the wall. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Now it's Devers at the plate. On the ground to the left. And that eats him up. The run comes in from second. It's 2-0.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Over to Lopez. 1. On the ball. 2.
Great job on the mound, fielding his position and making a good throw to second to get the double play started. Far too often we see pitchers have a hard time with that throw, but no issues right there. That's good practice paying off in a game and resulting in 2 big outs.
Now batting Tristan Casas. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Fly ball down the line. Fletcher makes the grab on the run. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Red Sox 2 and the White Sox 0. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher, Tanner Houck.
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
Leading off, Miguel Vargas. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And it's strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Got him looking for the K. Strike three called and a slider at the knees.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Nicky Lopez up to the plate. And he takes a strike. One out, base is empty. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Two outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Luis Robert. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
2 outs, base is empty.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
New inning getting started. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida. One of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Singy, is this more common today, guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups that they construct. So if you don't figure it out quickly against certain types of pitchers, you're just not going to get those opportunities.
And now, Wilyer Abreu. And it's fouled away. Red Sox by 2 here at the top of the second. Good eye right there.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Connor Wong now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Crochet, 24 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. 2 down, nobody on. That one misses. And the count 1-2.
It's a good take.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Here comes a pitch. And they'll do it again. And here it comes. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Bottom of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Andrew Benintendi. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. And a pitch. That to right. And Benintendi is out. And there's one down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Andrew Vaughn now. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Strike 2. And a swing and a miss. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
And the batter now, Gavin Sheets. And first offering is fouled off. And he hits a ground ball right side. He handles it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Chi Sox held in check here. They trail things here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Cedane Rafaela. Crochet back to work. Bounced up the middle. Gets it to first, and one away in the top of the third.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So the lineup flips over. Now batting Jarren Duran. Reached on an infield single his first time. And a foul ball. Red Sox leading it by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
O'Neill stands in here, takes ball one low. Kicks and fires. And a foul ball. Durant leads off first with one away. Dive, and he's got it. There's one. And they bounce into two already. This one ends the third. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 2 and the White Sox nothing. Bottom of the inning, and now Yoan Moncada.
The third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
The 0-2. That one missed.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Max Stassi comes up to hit. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. One down, base is empty. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The White Sox trailing by 2 here in the last half of the third. That misses, and the count is 2-2. Out to short. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting ninth, the right fielder.
Dominic Fletcher steps to the plate for the White Sox. Tap back to the mound. And the White Sox go quietly. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here on the south side. And now here is Rafael Devers. As the lefty gets to work. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The batter, number 10, shortstop.
Here's Trevor Story. He hit into a double play his first time up. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swings through that one. 0-1. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Oh, 0-2 now. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. He's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone. Sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
And next for the Red Sox, Tristan Casas. Flied to right his first time. That's a little bit low. The 1-0. Line drive. Gone.
Made a bid for a nice opposite field double down the line. Beautiful swing, but nothing you can do about the result. Third basemen are just used to handling hot shots like that.
Now a chance for Masataka Yoshida. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Out to short, Lopez. And that is the inning. And the Red Sox leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Miguel Vargas. The wind to kick the pitch. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Just misses with that one.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And the right-hander deals. And down on strikes. 1 gone here.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Lopez stands in now and watches strike 1. The pitch. And that one almost hit him. That's to third, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, center fielder
Luis Robert now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. There's a swing and a miss.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
0-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure them out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. Flied out his first time. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Two outs.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
2-0 to count. Here it comes.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
With the tying run at the plate, we're here in the bottom of the fourth. Up the middle. Inning over. So one left for the White Sox, and they're down 2-0. We go to the top of the fifth, and now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike three.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's going to be Connor Wong. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice job going the opposite way with it. Letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Here's the second baseman, Cedane Rafaela. Grounded out his first time up. Fouled off. He was late.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
One out and a runner at second. And there's a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
We usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Back to the top of the lineup, and here is Jarren Duran. On the ground to third. On the run, sends it over to first. In time, got him, and that'll do it. No runs, one hit. Here on the south side, we head to the bottom of the fifth. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That one fouled off.
You know, these White Sox, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And he deals. Off the mark there. Now 1-2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Kicks and deals. On the ground, right side. Casas takes it himself. One up, one down.
Now back, the designated hitter, Gavin.
Here's the White Sox DH, Gavin Sheets. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And a base hit up the middle.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Man at first with 1 gone, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Yoan Moncada. He's 0 for 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Nick Pivetta.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And a big swing and a miss.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
He goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
So up next for Chicago, Max Stassi. Grounded out his first time. Foul ball there. Pivetta, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2013. The White Sox down by a pair last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that will end the inning. The White Sox leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. We go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Crochet back to work. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in. And
there's a swing and a drive. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Fires to second too late. And he's got a double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Garrett Crochet done for the day, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break. Jared Schuster on the pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So a man aboard. Devers now. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball. One strike.
O'Neill at second with nobody out. Here's the 0-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man at second. And a bunt towards third. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Here's Trevor Story now. Late on that fastball.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tags the runner. Now the throw to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. 9-1. And we're back. Well, we go bottom six. Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. And the 0-2. Stays alive. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. Casas balls it in, and there's one away.
Now back, second baseman.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Miguel Vargas getting ready to hit. The 1-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Out number 2. And up next for Chicago, Nicky Lopez. 1 for 2. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And the righty deals. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. one off the mark. And the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the bat alive.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 2 down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Top of inning number 7. So stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas. The lefty fires. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. And he swings through that one.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That's in there. And the count 1-2. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. So digging in, Masataka Yoshida. Just missed.
1-0.
Swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That's down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Red Sox. Kenley Jansen looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And a swing and a miss.
A solid inning so far in relief. Getting through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Jansen, of course, that cut fastball, the featured pitch. Guy who was originally a catcher in the Dodger organization. They converted him to the mound, and he quickly made his ascent. Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. So coming into the game now on defense, Danny Jansen. He takes over in right. And now it's Luis Robert. And so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Chris Martin.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard. And you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
The pitch. Ball one there. Close, but called a ball. And a count 2-1. At the belt and fires. And he pumps it a strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Right-handed reliever. Got it by him for the K. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
So it's their last chance in this one. So up next for Chicago, Andrew Vaughn. First pitch just misses. And a strike in there. Swung on, belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
So 2 down. Gavin Sheets digs in now. Right through there for a strike. And he gets back in.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Two outs and one in scoring position. They're down to their final strike.
0-2.
One strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, a low-scoring ball game in this one. 2-0 game, few errors, pretty clean. That's kind of what you want to see in terms of defense and pitching. A couple of runs was all it took to get the W today.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.